What would you do if every choice in front of you meant losing something you loved? Would you choose the lesser evil? Or would you find a choice nobody else could see? A young woman was given two options. One would sacrifice her freedom. The other would leave her father trapped in debt. But she discovered a third option, and it required something more powerful than luck: creative thinking. Hundreds of years ago, in a small Italian town, a hard-working businessman found himself trapped in debt. He owed a large sum of money to a ruthless moneylender, and he had no way to repay it. One day the moneylender came with an unusual proposal. He would erase the entire debt if he could marry the man's daughter. The room fell silent. The daughter looked at him with disgust. Her father knew they were trapped. Then the moneylender offered another solution. He would place two pebbles into a bag, one white, one black. The daughter would choose one. Black, the debt disappears, but she must marry him. White, the debt disappears and she remains free. It sounded fair, but it wasn't. As he bent down to pick up the pebbles, the daughter noticed something. He wasn't choosing one white and one black. He had picked two black pebbles. He placed both inside the bag. He thought nobody had noticed. Now she faced an impossible choice. She could refuse. She could expose his cheating, or she could sacrifice herself to save her father. Every obvious choice was terrible. But instead of choosing between the choices he had given her, she looked at the ground, and suddenly she saw another possibility. This is the key retention moment. She reached into the bag, pulled out a pebble, and then she dropped it. Oh, how clumsy of me! She looked at the moneylender and smiled. Never mind. Just look at the pebble left inside the bag. If it's black, then the pebble I dropped must have been white. He knew exactly what had happened. If he admitted that the remaining pebble was black, he would expose his own cheating. But if he pretended that the girl's pebble had been white, he had to honor the deal. He had no choice. He declared that the missing pebble must have been white. And according to his own rules, the debt was erased. The daughter had saved her father without sacrificing herself. Sometimes life gives us two choices and tells us that we must choose one. But those may not be our only choices. When both options seem impossible, don't immediately ask, which one should I choose? Is there another way? Because creative thinking begins when you stop accepting the problem's rules as the only possible solution. When you can't change the choices you're given, change the way you think about the problem.